Senior correspondent John Miller is a former FBI assistant director. John, good morning.
Good morning.
So how do malls respond to this active shooter situation?
Well, malls have come to the realization that this is not a phenomenon that seems to be going away, so they're starting to focus on this more and more. In the case of Westfield Mall, this is a place that got to this really early. A long time ago, Westfield developed an active shooter program for their security, very quietly behind the scenes, but they're an Israeli-owned company. We've had the chairman on this show, and they're very focused on this. Part of their plan is a lockdown of the security command post so that they can follow the events using the video cameras and feed intelligence out. The other part is that security people respond out to the rally point where police will respond with something interesting. A couple of the mall's security radios so that they can begin to communicate with people inside who may be guards who are hiding or are trapped with other customers or may have a vantage point. And the third thing is that they respond with a full floor plan of the location. And this has been drilled into every security person's head, not to think about it, just do it.
You know, when you go to other countries, you mentioned it's an Israeli-owned firm that has control of this mall. You go through metal detectors in some parts of the world. I mean,
well, the Israelis have a line about that.
Right.
When I was there studying security, they said, you're the country that checks the packages on the way out of the mall. We're the one that checks them on the way in. You know, we're worried about shoplifting, and they're worried about terrorism.
Are we going to see this every day now? And you said to me as you sat down, you're going down to Washington to moderate a discussion among some very important people. What's the question?
So the question today is, and this is the Critical Incident Assessment Group of Virginia State University, this is command and control in these incidents. If you're a town like Paramus PD, they're well practiced at this, or a small place or a large place, how do you execute the police function there? But I just came from the International Association of Chiefs of Police in Philadelphia, where I was the moderator on the active shooter panel.
Right.
This is something that law enforcement is focused on because it keeps happening again and again. Part of it is the tactics, and the other part of the discussion is why is this happening?
Well,
and why is it happening more?
Answers we need.
Answers we need, and we have that other unfortunate incident to check in on now. John, thank you very much.